Kou no Katachi follows the story of Shoya Ishida, a former delinquent who bullied a deaf girl named Shoko Nishimiya during elementary school. Years later, haunted by his past actions, Shoya seeks redemption and sets out to make amends with Shoko. The plot unfolds as a poignant exploration of guilt, forgiveness, and human connection. In the beginning, Shoya and his classmates torment Shoko for her disability, leading to her eventual transfer to another school. The bullying leaves a lasting impact on both characters. In high school, Shoya, now isolated and regretful, crosses paths with Shoko again. He learns sign language to communicate with her and tries to rebuild a relationship, not just with her but also with others he's hurt or drifted away from. The story dives into their emotional journey, Shoko's struggles with self-worth, and Shoya's battle with self-loathing. It's a slow burn, balancing heavy themes like bullying, mental health, and redemption with moments of hope and subtle humor.
Makia.
The story centers on Makia, a young girl from the Ayorf, a race of long-lived beings who stop aging in their teens and weave the fabric of time known as Hibiol to record their history. The Ayorf live in isolation, avoiding emotional ties with outsiders due to their near-immortal lifespans. However, their peaceful existence is shattered when the kingdom of Mesarte invades, seeking the Ayorf's longevity to bolster its power. During the attack, Makia's village is destroyed and she's separated from her people. Fleeing on a mythical beast called a Renato, Makia ends up alone in a forest where she stumbles upon a human infant named Ariel. His parents have just been killed by bandits, leaving him orphaned. Moved by his cries, Makia decides to take him in. Despite knowing their lifespans will differ vastly, she'll remain youthful while he grows old. The plot follows Makia raising Ariel through the years, posing as his mother despite her unchanging appearance drawing suspicion from others. They settle in a rural village at first, but as Ariel grows into a child, their bond deepens, though it's tested by the realities of their situation. Makia struggles with her inexperience as a parent and the pain of knowing she'll outlive him.
Shigatsu wa
Here's
kimi
the
no
truth,
uso.
Jose. I love you. I love you. I love you.
The story revolves around Kosei Arima, a teenage piano prodigy who loses his ability to hear the music he plays after his mother, Saki, dies. Saki was a strict perfectionist instructor who pushed Kosei to excel, often through harsh methods, leaving him with both talent and trauma. After her death from illness when he's 11, Kosei's world goes silent, at least musically, and he quits performing, retreating into a monochrome existence. Years later, at 14, Kosei's life shifts when he meets Kaori Miyazuno, a free-spirited violinist his age. Introduced through his childhood friend Tsubaki Sawabe, Kaori drags Kosei back into music with her vibrant, unorthodox playing style. Unlike Kosei's precise mechanical approach, Kaori performs with raw emotion, bending the rules of classical music to express herself. She asks him to be her accompanist for a competition, forcing him to confront his past. The plot unfolds across a school year, blending performances with emotional revelations. Kosei begins to heal, rediscovering his passion through Kaori's influence, while flashbacks reveal Saki's complex love and regret. But a twist looms. Kaori's health is failing. Her erratic energy hides a terminal illness, implied to be something like amyotrophic lateral sclerosis, ALS, and her time is running out.
If obtain melodies.
I want to say, I want you to know more about me, Yuko.
Yu is a high school student, orphaned and emotionally distant, living under the care of a church. Yuko, a cheerful but enigmatic girl, attends the same school and persistently tries to break through his walls. She is revealed to be an orphan too, raised by Yu's older adoptive brother Akira, a priest with a dark edge. Their bond grows through shared moments, like Yu sketching Yuko, but it's steeped in foreboding. The truth unravels. Akira abuses Yuko, both physically and emotionally, under the guise of discipline. Yu, unaware at first, eventually confronts this horror, leading to a failed attempt to run away together. Melodies is a tapestry of love, regret, and music, with a non-linear structure and striking visuals like the recurring motif of falling snow and feathers.
Anohana.
Menma! We found you! You really found me. Goodbye.
The story centers on Jinta Yadomi, a reclusive teenager, and a group of childhood friends fractured by a tragedy years earlier. As kids, they formed the Super Peace Busters, a tight-knit gang in their small town. The group included Jinta, the leader, Menma, the sweet, energetic heart of the crew, Naruko Anaru Anjo, Chiriko Tsuruko Tsurumi, Atsumu Yukiatsu Matsuyuki, and Tetsudo Popo Hisakawa. Their bond shatters when Menma, whose real name is Meiko Honma, dies in an accident. Chasing after Jinta during a playful argument, she slips into a river and drowns, leaving the others guilt-ridden and drifting apart. Fast forward to high school, Jinta's a shut-in, skipping classes and haunted by that day. One summer, Menma's ghost appears to him, unchanged from her 10-year-old self, claiming she has a wish she can't remember. Jinta initially dismisses her as a hallucination born from grief, but her persistence and oddly tangible presence, like eating his snacks, forces him to take her seriously. She insists he reunite the Super Peace Busters to fulfill her wish, though she's vague about what it is. Jinta reluctantly tracks down the others.
Sukasuka.
Ren, I can't let you go.
The story is set in a post-apocalyptic world where humanity has been wiped out by mysterious beasts centuries ago. The survivors, various humanoid races like fairies and lizard folk, live on floating islands in the sky. The last refuge from the ruined surface below, the protagonist, Willem Kmech, is introduced as the last living human, preserved for 526 years in a petrified state after a final battle against the beasts. He wakes to this strange new reality, a gruff loner with no purpose, taking a job as a caretaker at a military warehouse. This warehouse turns out to house young fairy girls, who are weapons bred to fight the beasts. Fairies are born from the souls of children who died young, destined to wield ancient, cursed swords called dog weapons. Their battles are suicide missions. When they die, they explode, taking out enemies with them. Willem, a former soldier who once fought alongside such weapons in his time, is rattled by this. Among the fairies, he meets Chitoli Nota Senorius, a blue-haired girl with a mix of defiance and fragility who's nearing her final mission.
Tokyo Magnitude.
The story follows Mirai Onozawa, a disillusioned 13-year-old girl living in Tokyo with her family. It's summer vacation, and Mirai's fed up. Her parents are busy, her younger brother Yuki annoys her, and she feels trapped in a mundane life. She mutters a wish for the world to just break already, a sentiment that haunts her later. On a trip to Odaiba for a robot exhibition, Mirai reluctantly takes Yuki along, grumbling about babysitting him. Their day out turns catastrophic when a magnitude 8.0 earthquake strikes Tokyo Bay. The ground splits, buildings collapse, and the iconic Rainbow Bridge buckles. Mirai and Yuki are separated from their parents, stranded amid the chaos. As aftershocks rattle the city, they meet Mariku Sakabe, a kind-hearted single mother and delivery worker who's also searching for her own family, her daughter and mother in Sangenjaya. Mari takes the siblings under her wing, and the trio begins a grueling trek back to their homes in Setagaya, navigating a shattered Tokyo.